Hello everybody, it's Slushing. Today we'll be reviewing 2018's animated The Grinch.
The Grinch.
Okay, so this is just an adorable movie. I don't know how else to put it. This movie is adorable down to the bone, you know? I mean, the guy who played the Grinch, which I think is Benedict Cumberbatch, I think he's the one who plays the Grinch in this movie. He's hilarious. You know, the Grinch, the story behind the Grinch is really sad and disturbing. Not really disturbing, it's dark. You know, it's just this guy who wants to fit in, but nobody likes him and stuff, and he's bullied all the time and treated horribly. So he isolates himself and hates the people in town. And he wants to do everything to ruin their lives, especially on Christmas, because they love that they hold this holiday so dear to their heart. He wants to ruin it for them. And it's just a beautiful story, seeing him sort of become a forgiving person. You know, he sort of moves on from his hatred and stuff, and he realizes that these people are all right. And he sort of, I don't know, I just really love movies where a character is awful, like they're bad, you know, and then they turn out to be a good person because they change. Seeing progression in a character is a very hard thing to do. And so when I see it happen in movies, I gotta commend it. So in this movie, they do a great job of making the Grinch realize that not everybody is bad, you know. There's good in the world. And I love that. I love seeing him turn around, and he's just a beautiful character. I mean, him and his dog, God, this movie's just adorable. Like, this is exactly the kind of movie you put on when you have kids present. You know, you got little kids around, you're babysitting kids. Put this on. They'll have a hoot. You'll have a hoot. You know, it's not one of those animated movies where only a certain demographic's gonna like it. You know, if you're like, you know, little all the way up until 12, that's the only ages that's gonna like it. No, I feel like any age can watch this and like this. It's a goofy movie. It's silly. It's funny. You know, it's got a good story to it. I mean, yeah. I mean, just watch it. You know, you'll probably enjoy it. You know, there's not really, I don't see anything to really hate about it. You know, I will say that it doesn't feel exactly like the book. It feels like they added a little bit of stuff to it to sort of make it their own, which I appreciate. I like that they went their own, sort of try to do their own thing with the character in story while still keeping true to the Dr. Seuss story, but also give it their own flair, you know, not just recopying what the book was, but also adding more to that, so it just doesn't feel like they copied the 2000 film and just did everything they did, just make it animated. You know, I'm glad that they didn't do that. A lot of it is similar, don't get me wrong, but it also goes its own path as well. So it kind of teeters both sides, you know, being a new creation while also paying homage and, you know, following the book. So I like that. But anyways, I love the 2018 Grinch. I know it's not popular. A lot of people I've seen whenever it first came out, I know people were hating on it all the time, saying it's not a good movie. I don't want my kids to see this. I don't know why. I don't see any reason why it wouldn't be acceptable to play for your kid. I mean, it's a goofy movie. I would totally play it for my kid if I had a kid, because it's just a funny movie. They'll be severely entertained by it. And it even could teach you some lessons about bullying and stuff like that, which I feel is very good to instill into kids when they're young. You know, teach them young. That way they grow into it. Don't wait until they're like 15 and be like, hey, bullying's wrong, don't do it. Sit down and watch The Grinch. No. Do it when they're little. That way they can grow into this, being like, okay, bullying is bad. It's on my mind. You know, I don't want to do this to anybody. I don't want anybody to feel like the Grinch. It could change some lives. That's all I'm saying. So, just watch The Grinch, man. It's a good movie. What do I give it out of 10? I'm going to have to go ahead and give this movie an absolutely adorable 9.8 out of 10. I'm only taking a couple points off because this film's just not perfect, man. I have just minor issues with a few animated movies where it just feels like stuff happens solely for it to happen in the movie, and it sometimes comes off very cringy and cheesy in the way that they handle stuff, and it feels forced a lot of the times. So I don't want to take off a whole lot of points for stuff that feels just personal to me. I feel like not everybody's going to have a problem with the things I have a problem with. I just want stuff to flow more coherent, I guess. Where it just doesn't feel like it's done solely for the fact that it needs to be done, rather than these characters and stuff transforming. It's just like it just happens because the movie needs to happen. I hate when that happens, but I'm not going to take off big points for this movie. But yeah, that's my review on The Grinch 2018. Hope you guys enjoyed this film. Hit like if you did. Subscribe if you're not already. Hit the bell to get notified anytime I make a video or stream. Keep up to date with the channels. There's some crazy going on, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.